G'day Playmates, and welcome to something a little bit different from my normal PC gaming simulation vids. This is a very quick tutorial video for a Napoleonic naval miniatures game that I designed around about 18 years ago, I'm just going to go through some of the features of this game. Basically, it's a game that can be used for large fleet actions and can be played quickly and easily with the minimum amount of fuss, so that the accent is on speed and playability. So let's just pan back and I'll show you over there the French fleet, and here is the English fleet. To the far end of the English fleet there's a couple of frigates skulking about, as there is a French frigate right next to the lead ship. We're in the middle of a game. You can see that the cotton wool has already been placed, so a couple of ships have already fired last turn. We're beginning the turn. I've got my counters, I've got my rules, a few of the bits and pieces, and also over there I've got all the relevant sheets. Okay, so let's now move round to this side of the board. And okay, let's look at this. Well, first of all, this is the one and only sheet that you need to actually play the game. So these are the only tables and sort of combat rules that you'll need. Next up is the English fleet. As you can see on the top there, it's 220 point fleet, and we've got all the information that gets filled out. This sheet is laminated. I'm using red pen. You can see that model number 1, which is worth 36.4 victory points, has already lost its main mast and some of its foremast, and also had 3 broadside boxes ticked off. The actual tick means that it's actually used its starboard broadside. It hasn't used its port broadside yet. Okay, here we've got the French fleet with a similar setup, and you can see number 16 has had a similar amount of damage. And if we actually go over there, that is number 16, and over here is number 1, as you can see there. Okay, now the little white chits are their order chits, and you can either put an individual order ship on an individual ship, or you can put one down for the rest of the ships, which is quite handy. Okay, so first up we're going to flip this over because that's got the sequence of play, and first thing is orders. Select an order chit for ships, place them face down by the ships. For ships in formation, one chit may be selected for the leading ship, applicable to all others following. Full sail orders can also be added or removed. Okay, so basically the full sail chits allow you, I'll just pull one out, here we go. There's a full sail chit, and they basically, once they're placed along with the orders, they actually double the movement. of the particular vessel. All right, so we've done orders. So the next thing is movement and combat. Roll for initiative. Well, I've already done that, and the French have won the initiative. So you use any suitable dice roll. The higher roller has the option to carry out an order on a ship first, or let an opponent do so. Well, the French have won the initiative, so they want to get the first fire in. Okay, so next up, a chit is revealed for a ship, and the order is carried out. Individual ships carry out orders alternatively between opposing fleets. Okay, now basically, if you're in a situation where no combat is possible, then basically you can do simultaneous movement. You can flip all the chits over and just do movement. Okay, so individual movement is only important for combat. Okay, so we're going to reveal a chit for a French ship. Collisions are resolved during movement. Ships may turn up to 45 degrees with a minimum of 10 degrees after completing movement. Frigates may also turn during movement because they're obviously more maneuverable, smaller ships. A ship may fire one broadside only at any time during or after movement. Any damage inflicted is recorded on the target ship's log. Okay. Okay, so our first choice will be this ship here for the French. We're going to flip over the chit, and it's showing, let me just bring that closer. It's showing A for a head, and the movement factor of 2 is pointing in the direction of travel of the ship, so it is moving 2 movements directly southwest over here. Oops, can't see that because over here we've got our compass, which is showing that the wind is coming from the northwest and going to the southeast. Let's put that back there. Okay, so what we now need to do is to figure out exactly how much movement. Essentially, what's actually happening is the ship is doing what's called broad reaching. And if it's a ship of the line, it's got a maximum movement of 2. Or if it's got a full sail up, it's got a maximum movement of 4. You can obviously see that frigates in the same position have actually got better movement because they're smaller, more nimble ships. They've got a movement of 3 or 6 with full sail. I'm not going to bother with this. This is not too important at the moment. So 2 is the maximum that we can move with this ship with the wind coming directly on its beam. Okay, so let me just move this out of the way. We're going to put the measurement ruler up, and we're going to move this ship 1, 2. Then we're going to move this movement chit onto the next ship. Okay, we now have, after movement, an option to fire this ship, and that is exactly what we're going to do. And since this ship over here is quite badly damaged, we're not too worried about that. This one here that hasn't really been damaged much, this is the Brit ship that we're going to fire at. So we've got our bit of cotton wool, but the first thing is, what we've got to do is to check, because this is a continuous broadside. It was fired the last turn, that's why the cotton wool is there. We've got to check whether our crew can actually fire the broadside. So the first thing I need to do is check with ship number 16. Its crew quality is C, which stands for crack. Okay, if we look on the crack, we need a success roll of 1 to 8 on a D10. So and we roll a 3, which means we're good to fire. So now we've got to do the quick calculation. So the first thing is we find out the firepower for the range. So I'm just going to measure the range, and the range I'm pretty sure is, whoops, yep, okay, it's range 2. Let me just move that back. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, so at range 2, because all these ships here are the same, at range 2, its firepower is 77, which is pretty hefty. The only thing is, it's actually copped 3 damage on the starboard side. So that 3 is going to add to the range. So the range of 2 is going to go 1, 2, 3, is going to go to range 65. Okay, so firepower factor is 65. The next thing we do is take away the defense rating of the ship that it's trying to hit, and this ship over here is number 13. So here's the British, and the defense value is 47. Okay, so we take away 47 from 65, which leaves us with 18. To that, we add the crew quality of the firing ship, which is, we use the crew morale, which is 6, so we add 6 to that. And then randomly we add a D10 dice roll. And we get a 9, so we add that to 24, and the answer is 33. So we now look on here, we look down the 30 column. Also basically what we're doing is we're stating whether, before we make the roll, whether we're firing at the hull or at the sails. We're firing at the hull because we're trying to reduce the English firepower factor. So 33, we've got 30, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, that shows that we've made 2 hull hits, and also the box to the left is the number of ancillary hits that the masts take. So we've got 2 hull hits and 1 mast hit. Okay, we'll just forget that colored box for the moment. So what we're now going to do is on the English sheet, we're going to mark number, oops, we're going to mark number 13 as taking 2 hits, 1, 2, and we've also got a mast hit. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll for a mast hit, and we roll a 1, and we can see on a mast hit, where are we? Here we go. Foremast. So the foremast takes a hit. So English number 13, foremast is going to cop a hit. Okay, so that's basically how the movement and combat works for this game. Okay, well, I'll leave a link where you can download the rules and the components illustration for this game, which is on Board Game Geek, and you can download the rules folder. You can download the order chits and print them out, and then all the other components, the movement ruler, the compass rose, the broadside template, and all the other bits and pieces. Okay, hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll post this up on Board Game Geek, and I'll catch you later. Okay, bye.